Northeast Alternatives presents 13 Folds Live on lemonadio.com. Sponsored by Solar Therapeutics, Kind Card, Wonderland Smoke Shop, and Northeast Alternatives, the most awarded dispensary in New England. Featuring Dave Death, Jess Salemi, Eddie Bills, with special guest Jesse Desorcy of the Rhodes Band. Of the Back Rhodes. And now, here's David.
Yeah, nailed it again over there, Eddie. Welcome to another installment of 13 Folds Live from the Parlour, like it was meant to be, with banjo guitarist extraordinaire and Jesse Desorcy of Black Rhodes, or Black Rhodes Band.
Back
Rhodes. I don't know. See, none of us can get band names right. So it's not, this is what happens when we're not smoking.
It's a sober night. This show
is it's a shit show when we're not wasted. I don't know how to fix that, man. we need an IV of liquor and.
Well, we are at the Parlour. There might be a way.
Liquor and drugs.
Oh no! He can't have any liquor tonight. Oh. He's on tooth medication.
Oh yeah, I'm on antibiotics. I can't get all wasted. Chocolate wasted. Anyway, so yeah, we're here live again. It's been a live hiatus for us. It's been since October since we've actually done 13 Folds live in person. So it's good to be back and good to be in a room in front of a stage with somebody face to face instead of having to look at them
through a screen
over a video screen. I definitely, before we get started, I want to thank our premier sponsor, Northeast Alternatives. Thank you guys so much for helping out with everything and supporting 13 Folds and the magazine and the cannabis community as a whole. I want to also thank our supporting sponsors, Wonderland Smoke Shop, Solar Therapeutics, and Kind Card. Thank you guys for everything you do. If you're listening on lemonadio.com, do me a favor. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, 13 Folds Live. Check us out. We're beautiful people. You want to be looking at us.
Speak for yourself.
And go check us out on Facebook and whatever other social media platforms you have. You can go to the Parlour Providence on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. Are we twitching right now?
That's right. We're twitching.
Yeah, we're twitching, guys, on the Parlour. And yeah, you can watch it anywhere. We got so many ways for you to watch this show. It's mind-boggling.
I'm confused already.
It's almost impossible to not see this show tonight. It is playing in so many different places. You can't go anywhere and not just happen to see us in the background. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it.
Amen. And the church said amen.
Issue 26 is done of the magazine.
Congratulations, Dave.
First time we've ever made our 2-month schedule on time.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, it is. Hey, man, I'm honest.
Nice.
We're a weed magazine. You can't expect too much from us. So, yeah, it's printing now, and it'll be out in another couple days. You can visit any one of our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives in Fall River, Solar Therapeutics out in Somerset, or Wonderland Smoke Shop out in Warwick. And go check those guys out. We always stack them up with magazines. Plus, if you see 13 Folds is sponsoring or presenting an event, you can go there, get your magazine there, and we just give them away. But the trick is we only give away like 1,000 of them. So we only print 1,000 of them. So if you want one, you got to come to our event and get it. It's a collectible. You're going to want to check out this issue. This is one of our better issues because, April 20th, 420 is our holiday, and we wanted to go over all the festivals that are coming out this year. So there's a lot of interviews with these people that are running the festivals, and we got a lot of events in there that we're letting everybody know about. Some you have to get the magazine to actually find out about. They're that special type of event, and we're going to be there handing out magazines amongst other crazy things. So, guys, come and join us Wherever you see that, wherever you see 13 Folds is, just come and join us. You're going to have a good time. Speaking of live events, as of May 10th, the singing ban will be lifted in Massachusetts.
Get those pipes and vocals ready.
Yeah, because that means we're going back
Start
to Mass.
drinking that throat coat.
Going to be having some shows coming up in Mass again. You know, they've had a lot of instrumental stuff going on for the. And what did they do?
They were killing it, though. They just didn't have a vocalist. They just played their music without a vocal person.
A lot of dubstep, maybe.
A little bass.
You know.
I'm imagining like Santana songs.
Yo, God.
I would go
yeah.
to the bar just to hear Santana.
Yeah, I would do
cover
that.
Instrumentals.
And then in Rhode Island, I believe the I call it the Footloose protocol is being lifted, so people will be able to dance again in Rhode
But
Island.
not till the end of May.
You won't have to dance in a like.
And there's still going to be
Well, you
little
could
bit
dance
of
at home.
precautions.
So my advice is practice up your two-step at home, so when they lift the dancing ban, we can all come out and we'll have a big dance party. Oh, but I think what were they saying? You got to be 3 feet apart.
3 feet, yeah. Instead of the 6 feet,
Ah.
and instead of the 14 feet away from the bands, things are going to open up a little bit more, but not until May 28th. And, I wouldn't be too liberal.
So bouncers at clubs are gonna be like high school dance
Yeah,
chaperones.
it's gonna be like a high school dance. Get a little close there, buddy. Now, this summer, what this means is that festivals will be coming back, and we're going to have August, I think, is when the season kicks off. The Pheno Cup, August 13th and 15th in Harmony, Maine, featuring Murther and local favorites, Jabberwocky and Cosmic Factory will be playing that show.
Two of my favorites.
That is an awesome event. It's a one-of-a-kind type of cannabis cup, cannabis competition, where everybody starts off with the same genetics. So they all have the same strain, and it really does you get to see who's actually good, the best at growing. And there's a lot of other, stuff with newts and everything. Everybody has their own systems. Okay. So it's really cool. And then if you win, you get to name the strain.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what's really cool about that show.
That'll be fun.
Then August 20th.
What would you name your strain?
Death Kush.
Death Kush.
I don't know.
You couldn't come up with something a little better.
I don't know. It'd either have to be with Dave Death or 13 Folds, But what goes with 13 Kush? 13, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work.
Yeah,
on
we're
this.
gonna have to work on. We need to make it, figure out what it,
gonna work
is
on
it
that.
sativa? Is it indica? There's a lot that goes into naming this thing. Can't just throw me on the spot like that. August 20th and 21st, Turptown Throwdown is going to be at the Spencer Fairgrounds in Spencer, Mass, featuring Collie Buds, The Movement, Fortunate Youth, and a bunch of other bands, because that's a 2-day show. They don't hold back with Turptown. Like, he went all out with the musical lineup this year. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to be there broadcasting live on lemonadio.com, though. So you can come by and visit us and hang out at that show.
Even the performers?
No, we're just going to be broadcasting. We're going to be there
about
doing interviews with performers and whoever we can
you never
I was
know.
gonna
club
say
down.
Collie Buds on Lemonadio. That would be.
Dude,
something.
you're going to have to talk to and
Let's
and
make
get
it
the
happen.
interview, man.
Go
Let's
make
make
friends.
it happen.
Go make friends, Eddie.
August 27th and 29th. The whole month of August is just cannabis competitions. It's insane. Higher Education Music and Arts Festival in Lebanon, Maine. Classes will be headlined by The Expendables, Yatara, Mike Love. I don't know if Roots of Creation is going to make it this year. But anyway, it's another 2 full days of music and DJs. I know last time they did the show, like, they had a silent disco and all kinds of cool things.
I like silent discos.
I know Jay, the guy who puts this thing together and runs this, and he knows how to throw a party. So that's one that I definitely want to be at. But I think that's the same weekend we have our luau. So
I don't know.
might not be able to attend that. Anyway, there's a lot more coming up too, and we'll get all of that. We'll slip it all in later because Jess has some shows to announce. And then there's other stuff going on that we wanted to tell you guys about. And we will discuss all of that when we get back. But first, here's a quick word from our sponsors. And then we're going to play some music from Jesse.
Well, no, he's going to play the music. We're not going to play it
Oh,
for
yeah,
him
we don't
anymore.
have to. He's going to play.
He's going to play.
He's going to tap dance for you on stage with a guitar on an iron bucket. It's going to be awesome. You guys have never seen anything like this
So,
before.
a word from our sponsors, and then Jesse's going to come on right after.
Yeah, you're listening to 13 Folds live on lemonadio.com. Are those playing? Welcome back to 13 Folds live on lemonadio.com. So we're going to play a couple tunes. Well, Jesse is going to perform a couple of tunes for you off of, what was the album, Jesse, that these are off of?
It's my first ever solo EP. It's called 85 Sharp.
85 Sharp. All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk this one up before you get started?
Yeah, I'd love to have a minute to...
Yeah, tell us what this song's all about.
All right, so I'm just going to play the EP in order. Song number 1, it's called Something Golden. And I wrote this one about losing somebody, and, it's tough, it's terrible, but eventually realizing you're grateful for having them in the first place. So, just going to go. It's called Something Golden. Well, I ain't never seen a sunrise that could ever compare to your eyes. And no matter how many times I've tried, I can't get you out of my head. This solitude is a hell of a drug, and right now it's got me all messed up. And the longer I think, the longer I wait, but I can't sleep in this bed that I've made. So hold on to something that's golden ain't hard, but knowing that I had you and lost you's the hardest part. If all the stars have been think every day is best, and I'm thankful for every breath. But it gets hard when you're always living in the past. I can't think of nothing else. I can't put you on the shelf. And all these cancers starting to feel just like cancer. But when I think of you, I've got nothing but gratitude. And the longer I think, the longer I say that I wouldn't have it any other way. 'Cause holding on to something that's golden ain't hard. But knowing that I had you in lost you's the hardest part. Of one more star up in the sky, the one with the brightest shine. And I'd give my whole life if I could just hold you for one more night. 'Cause holding on to something that's golden, it ain't hard. But knowing that I had you in those shoes, the hardest part. Of all the stars up in the sky, the one with the brightest shine. And I'd give my whole life if I could just hold you for one more night.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Woo! So that one's something golden. Keep playing?
Yeah, keep playing.
Yeah. All right. Song 2 on the album. I'm just gonna run through the list, if that's cool. Song number 2 is a song I wrote about. So one day I had a dream of moving the hell out of here, and I was like, Austin, Texas would be cool. And I said, Siri, what county is Austin in? And she goes, Travis County. And I said, well, that's a song right there. So this is song 2. It's called Travis County. I can't take another day. There's no bars here left to play. And I know nothing's gonna change with or without me. I put the stuff back in its case and take off to a better place. They say a boy like me could cry in Travis County. I take a one-way ticket to Travis County, Austin to be exact. And I start picking on these strings, let the people hear me sing the songs I wrote and hope they kindly react. And nothing's gonna stop me, whether it's sunshine, rainy or cloudy. Counting on a 3, 2, one-way ticket to Travis County. Well, I gotta hand it to this old town for raising me up and then cutting me down. And this one goes out to all trying to doubt me. And if you need me, you can call. No, there was nothing you could say at all. And if they ask you, you could tell them that I'm heading up to Travis County. I take a one-way ticket to Travis County, Austin to be exact. And I start picking on these strings, let the people hear me sing the songs I wrote and hope they kindly react. And nothing's gonna stop me, whether it's sunshine, rainy or cloudy. Counting on a 3, 2, one-way ticket to Travis County. Oh, yeah. Counting on a 3-2 one-way ticket to Travis County. Counting on a 3-2 one-way ticket to Travis County. And I'm gone.
Yeah. So
Appreciate it.
that's awesome, Jesse. What do you got? You got one more that you wanted? Let's knock out 3 of them, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
Sweet, yeah. This next one's actually my favorite off my EP. I wrote this probably just a week before we started recording it, and I knew it had to be on it. This one's called Old Lucifer. It's about signing a contract that doesn't necessarily have your best interests involved.
Sign.
So this one's called Old Lucifer. There's no money to be made in this city. It's overpopulated and the people, they don't even wave. Getting out of Dodge was a dream that always looked so pretty. But the bitter part of me is starting to see that I made a mistake. And the devil makes me pay. He pulls the strings while I just pick on. I sign my life away under the terms of his conditions. The city lights ain't half as bright as the beacon that guides me home. Now Lucifer, he owns my soul. Waking up each day with another headache. Getting real sick of seeing the color gray. Plenty of nights that I'm gonna forget, a handful of decisions that I'm gonna regret. But I signed my name on the dotted line, and the devil makes me pay. He pulls the strings while I just pick on. I sign my life away under the terms of his conditions. The city lights ain't half as bright as the beacon that guides me home. Now Lucifer, he owns my soul. And all this fame and glory is the same old story. You're likely to never win. You always remember the deal with the devil never ends. Oh, and the devil makes me play. He pulls the string while I just pick on. I sign my life away home. Thank you. That one's old Lucifer.
Olds, lemonadio.com.
I'm just really proud you got his name right.
Me
Yeah,
too.
well, I screwed up the band like 13 times. So
Yeah. Back Roads for everyone who listened to the intro.
the Backstreet Rhodes.
Yeah.
It's so tempting to throw the word "the" in there, and we've had a few bands on with black in the name, I think, and that's our problem. Maybe.
Yeah, and a
Oh,
few
it's-
band with Rhodes, or a few
And
bands.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
just happy to be here. You guys can say anything.
You guys call me whatever you want.
I shouldn't make excuses.
So yeah, Jesse, are you a Rhode Island native or are you an implant?
Born and raised up in the northwest corner, Burrville, Rhode Island.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're a lifelonger here. And how long you been playing?
Oh, geez. So I probably I started with drums. I started playing drums when I was probably 10.
Okay.
Then I moved on to bass guitar because my favorite band was always, well, my father's favorite band was Grand Funk Railroad, and they, to this day,
band.
sickest rhythm section, drum and bass. Yeah, so I grew up really appreciating rhythm, and so I went to bass after drums. Then I bought a cheap acoustic guitar when I was 15, and then now I'm picked up the banjo when I was around 22, and now I play banjo with my band Back Roads, and I get to play guitar when I'm playing for myself.
That was one of the things I wanted to ask you about was picking up banjo, because you play banjo with Backroads.
Yep.
And how was that transition? Going from guitar to banjo. Like, do you prefer to play banjo or do you really prefer to play guitar?
Well, when I'm doing stuff like this, like I love guitar, singer-songwriter stuff like this. It would kind of. Wouldn't make as much sense for me to be sitting here right now with a banjo, but with the band I actually prefer it because I'm doing the lead vocal for the band, so it's like kind of gives me space to breathe. I'm not so strummy. Not every part of the song needs a banjo, role. So
I disagree. I disagree strongly. I think every song, even hip hop, should just have nothing but banjo going on.
What's
at all
in
times.
there? So it's cool. It kind of, if there's a part that I prefer to just not play, it gives me the freedom to do so. It's not like I'm
Is let the rest of the band take over.
Yeah.
You guys got this.
it's a 6-piece. They can figure it out without me.
So, when did you get into the music scene here in Rhode Island as far as starting to play out and doing stuff locally?
Well, geez, when I was a teenager, I played in like a screamo band, some hard rock, and back then I didn't sing at all. I just played electric guitar. Shout out to the Roxbury Secret, if any of those guys are listening, or anyone who's ever heard of that. Please comment on this because that would make me smile. But besides that, probably when I was about 21, I put together Back Roads. We kind of all just found each other at a bar one night and decided to start a country band. But pretty much, since I was 21, and since then we've been playing all over New England, but mostly, Rhode Island and all the way down to Block Island. It's pretty.
Now, I know you said your father's favorite band was Grand Funk. Now, who's your favorite band?
My favorite band. If you were to ask me, when I was a teenager, I would tell you Brand New because I was a little emo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
See, now I never heard of
What's
them.
your favorite album?
Probably Deja and Tendu, but Your Favorite Weapon is
Yeah,
also amazing.
nostalgia.
And after that, I really tuned out. Those two albums meant so much to me.
The Devil and God are Raging Inside
So
Me is my favorite now. I think I matured into it.
If you came up to me when I was in 5th grade and asked me anything, my answer would be a brand new lyric. Like just that's what my brain was made out of at the time.
I hear you. I wore less flannel and a lot more black T-shirts back then. But now it's not about the band necessarily. If you were to say pick your favorite band, I'd pick Turnpike Troubadours.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge Tyler Childers fan. Sturgill Simpson, Jason Isbell is one of my favorite songwriters, especially living. So yeah.
So do you think Grand Funk was the biggest influence on you though? Because your dad had been exposing you to that growing up, or?
Yeah, I just remember being in the truck with him, and he's slamming on the steering wheel, and I was like, well, that did something to him, so let me check out music.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd say we caught a concert of them at what's that place on Webster Lake, Indian Ranch.
Indian Ranch, yeah. I
Yeah.
want to use that for an event. That place is
Where is
awesome.
that?
It's fun. It's
Where is
outdoors.
that?
It's right on
It's
a.
Oxford, I think, or
No, it's Webster.
Webster. It's right.
Webster, Mass.
And I like to call that lake Webster Lake because it's a Native American name, and it's like this long.
Well, and they got that cool paddle boat that goes on the
yeah.
lake that you can go on,
what
and,
they
and
call
it's
it.
like a dinner boat,
Yeah, it's called like the Princess or something.
something
yeah,
like that.
we played there a couple times. We were lucky enough to open up for some people there.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
But yeah, I'd say they were a big influence on me. There's been so much. I mean, I never really was into the singer-songwriter country type music until I kind of grew out of my teenage years, and then I just really appreciate it for what it is.
So why don't we do this? Let's introduce the next song that you're gonna play,
Okay.
and let's let you do another 3 because you have you said you can wrap up that whole EP. That's 6 songs, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, let's knock out those other 3 songs, and then we'll listen to play our sponsors, and then we'll come back in and we'll talk some more.
Sweet.
All right,
Because
guys.
everyone wants to know what it was like for you to be on The Voice. So
Well, luckily I can tell everyone. All right, are we good?
it's me. I think I just want to know what it was like for you
I
to be on
can't
The
wait to
Voice.
hear what you want to know. I'm good to go?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, so in honor of all my hardcore days, this one's in drop D. This one is called A Long Way to Georgia. It's kind of a angstier country, yeah. So this is track 4.
It is a long way to Georgia, though.
Oh, yeah, totally. Especially if you're me.
Eyes like the ocean, and the storm's about to come. It's a long, long way from Georgia, and I've been racing the sun. You can't find what you lost, but you're keeping what you found. A fisher cat on the farm, nobody wants you around. It's a long, long, long way down to Georgia, and it's been a long time, so I think I'm ready to get home. Such a long, long, long way back to Georgia. So put the money in the bag, count to 10, I'm certain I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Preachers taking money home. You can't even trust the church. These politician millionaires will teach you how corruption works. So tell me, why do I try working every day until I die? I said it before, I say it again. Don't you ever trust me for the web that I spend. Such a long, long, long way back to Georgia. And it's been a long time, so I think I'm ready to get home. Such a long, long, long way back to Georgia. Put the money in the bag, count to 10, I'm certain I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Georgia.
And it's been a long time, so I think I'm ready to get home. Such a long, long, long way back to Georgia. So put the money in the back, half the 10, certain I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Back to Georgia. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So what's this next one about?
This next one is a tribute to my emotional days, I guess. So far, this one has the most streams, so I was surprised about that. This one's called I'll Go. This has the least amount of story. It's just your typical, this isn't working and I'm getting out of it type song. So, yeah, this is I'll Go. I'm sorry to let you down for the 100th time. I really thought this might work out, but honey, I must be blind. You're beating a dead horse, one who never won a race, one who lied straight to your face, and just one more reason why I say I'll go, I'll go. You can pretend I never came, and honey, ain't it such a shame the way it all worked out? It's my fault and my faults, so I do what I do best. You treasured her in my sunken chest to where I just don't know, but I'll go. And honey, you'll do fine without a wreck like me, a shallow anchor to your dreams in this sea of sin and booze. And when they ask you, you can tell them all the truth. You can say it wasn't you. There was nothing you could do that I'm set on leaving with no rhyme or reason. I'll go. You can pretend you never came, and honey, it's such a shame the way it all worked out. It's my fault and my faults, so I'll do what I do best. You treasured her in my sunken chest to where I just don't know, so I'll go. I'm incapable of loving someone, so I just say goodbye. I spend my whole life chasing something that I'll never find, so I'll go. You can pretend I never came, and honey, ain't it such a shame the way it all worked out? It's my fault and my faults, so I'll do what I do best. You treasured her in my sunken chest to where I just don't know. I'll go. You can pretend it never came, and ain't it such a shame the way it all worked out? It's my fault and my faults, so I'll do what I do best. You treasured her in my sunken chest to where I just don't Yeah, got a little sensitive there. Thank you. Oh, yeah, there's one more, right?
It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, it's totally one more on the album. And for anyone listening, the album, again, is called 85 Sharp, all spelled out in words, not just letters. And yeah, my name's Jesse Desorcy, Desorcy. And this is one that was never supposed to make the album. I gave myself a deadline, like a challenge. I tried to write 5 songs in 5 days, like a Monday through Friday thing, 1 song a day. And Thursday's song spilled into Friday, and then I had plans creeping up Friday night, and I was like, I gotta write a damn song. So instead of trying to draw inspiration, I actually wrote this one about the USS Indianapolis. It's less, it's about death at sea, really. And I just remembered.
There is a shark, isn't there? just remember there's a shark.
In the real story. Not my vague one, but yeah, you gotta draw inspiration sometimes, especially if you give yourself a deadline that's unrealistic. So this one's Shipwreck. It's getting pretty clear to see this pirate's life just ain't for me. And if I knew then what I know now, I never would have even shown memories and vivid dreams. Hands are shaking and it's hard to breathe. Salt water and the feeling that I'll never get home. The ship has started sinking and I dream the dreams of way back when a boy like me had no one to lay down. And time quickly starts to waste and look to the star that I've been chasing. Too damn to strike the flare, call for help. I close my eyes and I hope for something else. On the night that I lost myself. Brave and courageous, yeah, that's what the papers said. But they didn't see the fear in me those moments before death. Memories and vivid dreams, no survivors, paper leaves. Called to search their lost at sea. They all went down with their ship. The ship just started sinking and I dreamed the dreams of way back when a boy like me had no one to lay down. And time quickly starts wasting. Look to the star that I've been chasing. Too damn to strike the flare, call for help. I close my eyes and I hope for something else. On the night that I lost Woo! I appreciate it.
Nice.
So yeah, let's do a little shout out for our sponsors, and then we'll come right back with more Jesse Desorcy and 13 Folds live on lemonadio.com. Live on lemonadio.com. Little shout out to our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives. Thank you guys for putting your name on this and being behind us 100% all the way through. We appreciate all the support you've given us. Not only you, but Wonderland Smoke Shop, Solar Therapeutics, and Kind Card. We appreciate you guys equally, but give us more money. Anyways, we do appreciate you equally. I'm sorry. Hey, we're an honest show, you know. We're very honest and open.
With that.
So we are here still with Jesse Desorcy, and we're loving it, man.
Heck yeah.
Feels so good to be like, even though we don't have a crowd of people, you know, we kept it to the minimum. We're still trying to be safe with all the COVID regulations and the pandemic going on. So we keep it to a bare minimal here at the Parlour. But it just having you on stage in front of us is awesome.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a long year, so it's good to just get out of my house. So it's great to be on a stage, for sure.
So before we went on break, Jess had said something about The Voice, and now I'm interested in this.
He was on The Voice.
What are you talking? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So tell us about that. What was that experience like?
Well, if you had asked me prior to COVID-19.
Well, first off, let's stop. What made you try out for The Voice? Who made you try out for The Voice?
Well, my friend Michaela sent me a virtual audition link, and I think I replied to her text and said, hell no. And then I stuck with hell no for about a month, and then I called her randomly. And
you caved.
I was like, when's the deadline for that? And she looked it up, and she's like, it's like tomorrow or the day after. I was like, oh, what the hell? Let's film a video. And I sent it in, and they just kept calling me back for more audition videos. And push came to shove, and I got a plane ticket to Los Angeles.
Nice. So did you send them original stuff?
No, it was cover music.
Yeah.
Do they want covers or? Yeah, they want covers.
I mean, if you watch the show, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play an original on there.
No, not on any.
It's a singing competition. It's not a songwriting competition. So I kind of knew what I was getting into with that. And yeah, I actually auditioned with my favorite Jason Isbell song on my virtual audition. So.
Oh, you'll have to play that for us at some point.
Not here.
Not here.
We
Not here, because we can't do that here.
We don't have rights to that.
But at some point, I'm going to have to hear that audition tape.
Sweet, yeah.
You know, you should play that at one of our secret live shows.
Yeah, not here.
I can keep a secret. No, but yeah, so pretty much, flew out there, and I just, the whole thing was like, you know, I'm not like, I don't do many crazy things in my life, so the whole thing was like way out of my comfort zone, and I'm happy I did it because it was a great experience, and I met so many good people through it.
Yeah,
Some people you're going to still be friends with?
Yeah, other contestants that I met there. I've stayed in touch with quite a few people. Just, you know, what's the point of going if you're not going to get all these great connections and experiences out of it?
Yeah, you got to network through that stuff, and it's always about. I always find it's about the people that you meet more than the place that you go, because if you're around the right group of people, you're gonna have a good time no matter what.
100%.
True.
I agree.
True. So who was in the chairs? I'm sorry, I don't watch The Voice, so.
It's all right. I didn't until I was on it, and I watched it in person. So Blake Shelton, Nick Jonas, Kelly Clarkson, and John Legend were the coaches.
That's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yep, and they were all super nice to me. I mean, spoiler alert, I mean, it's already out, but I did not get a chair turn. I went there, I didn't even expect to get the plane ticket to go audition, so just being there was cool. Like I said, it
was an experience.
Yeah, I look at it as just a good experience in my life.
Good way to get out of the house.
Especially during COVID, it was nice to.
You got to go to LA.
I took a trip,
heard LA is not that great, but you know.
As long as you don't go outside, it's beautiful.
That's cool though, man. I mean, everybody else was stuck at home wearing masks and standing 20
well, he
feet
still
away
had to
from
wear a
each other.
mask.
Why
He
you
went to
saying?
LA.
Did you have to sing with a mask on?
No.
Yeah, see?
No. So for
Quit
anyone,
ruining my story, Jess.
But he still had to wear a mask.
for anyone who's listening who's seen it, I was not wearing a mask. But yeah, it was cool.
You
Chop it up was a
survived.
good experience.
You survived it. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
made it home.
Tell us about Back Roads. Who else is in the band? And kind of how you guys met.
Cool. So yeah, so kind of started. So for anyone who doesn't know as well, I'm legally blind. I grew up normal. I wouldn't say 20/20 vision because I had like slight glasses for like way far away, but I was in the Coast Guard for 4 years after I was 18, and right before it would have been my 4-year mark, I got diagnosed with a rare genetic eye mutation called Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, which is a mouthful. A lot of people say LHON, but yeah, after that happened, I got medically discharged and started playing a lot of music with my older brother, Ed, and he plays bass and I play guitar, so it worked well. And you know, Ed was hanging out with a lot of people that played music locally on, like, you know, Burville, Gloucester area. And there was this bar we used to go to well, he used to go with some friends. It was an open mic night, and I had never done that because, you know, I was in the military for 4 years. I kind of put the guitar down for a little bit, and then I ended up going there. Well, he's legally blind as well, so it was before I had lost too much vision. I was his ride, pretty much. He's like, hey, bro. So me and my Potato Chip went over to this bar, and I met a bunch of people for the first time.
What's the name of this place? What's the name of it?
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. I think it
Oh.
burned to the ground.
Well, what was it called?
It was at the time. I think it was Char's or the Nutty Scotsman.
Ooh, Char's and it burnt down. Ooh.
I think it was short for Charlene, but Char's, I'll say. Jeez, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dionne Warwick should have saw that one coming.
so shout out to the bar that's not there anymore. But I went and met a bunch of people for the first time. In that night, I ended up meeting the drummer of my band, Jay Kudu. Shout out to the Wild Man.
Yeah, shout out your band members.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then also our original banjo player, Matt Kennelly. He fronts a band called Rat Ruckus.
Ooh, I have heard of them before.
They played here. They play all over. They're phenomenal. Go check them out. And yeah, he ended up leaving the band to focus on Rat Ruckus. That's why I got stuck trying to figure out the banjo. But yeah, on acoustic guitar, he switches off with banjo and acoustic with me. But Chris Curé, he's an amazing musician. Tyler Hill is our lead guitar player. Absolute shredder. I listen to him play. I can't watch him play because I can't see well, but I just listen. I'm like, what the hell are his hands doing? And then, and Antonio Salvatore on the violin. And
All right.
my brother Ed and Antonio, I call him AJ, but my brother and him both do harmonies with me while we sing. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're in the studio right now recording our first full-length album. Our first album was like a EP, but we've grown a lot since then. It's been like, 4 or 5 years, and just ready to unleash some new music because we've all grown as a band.
So
and
when's the next time that Back Roads itself has a gig? Like, when do you guys start playing again?
yeah, it's crazy. I've been already booking like crazy for acoustic shows, but with COVID, it's like
It's hit or miss.
Yeah. So our first, I want to shout out this one.
Go for
our
it.
First,
I told you, shout out everything.
yeah, I almost just shouted. Sorry, everyone at home. Yeah, our first full band gig this year will be May 29th at the Tamarack Lodge in Connecticut. It's
So cool.
It's a country fest. So my band Backroads is playing second. Shout out to my buddy Nick Casey. His band is playing first. They're phenomenal, old school outlaw country, and then the boss plays third. Nick Bossy, he's amazing.
Oh, that boss.
Yeah,
Say, not my boss.
yeah. Him and I was fortunate enough to link up with him and his bass player Rob Briggs, and they're just both such good guys, and they play phenomenal music. And I couldn't think of a better band to split two better bands to split a day with. So it's gonna be a fun day. The place has camping. Tickets just went on sale, I believe, too. So shout out to that show because I'm really excited for it.
Nobody ever comes up on stage and is like, yeah, these guys are all assholes. You know? Everybody always loves everybody.
I
they
mean,
play with.
I'm
Musicians.
sure they might be thinking that, but if they want to play again,
See,
they're
I
not
always
going to
found
say it.
I always found like some of the best bands are the ones that hate each other. You know, get all
Like,
the
Nirvana
get like
and
a
Guns
bunch
N'
of
Roses.
people in a room that completely hate each other and be like, make music, and you never know what you're going to come up with.
I mean, I'm lucky with my band because there's 6 of us, and that, you know, one person could really stir the stew.
Oh yeah, have you guys
And,
gone on a
Do
tour?
you and your brother fight?
Never. I
Guys
mean,
don't fight.
we have
They can't see each other.
have
How
a-
are they going to fight?
yeah, we have a very rare eye mutation, so like we got to be on
can't
the same
fight with each
team.
other.
You know what I mean? Yeah, when this
They
first
gotta-
when this first happened to me, I actually I went to his door at his apartment, and he's like, I heard. I was like, yep, and we just went and sat together. And, you know, picked up music, started a band. Things are going great now. So
Speaking of Country Fest, tell us what the what was it? The Cat Country Hometown Throwdown, was that
Okay.
what it is? Because
Yeah.
you guys won that, right? Yeah, am I
we
correct?
did unexpectedly. Like we were actually we were kind of not having many shows, not really practicing much at that point, and we got an email from someone asking if we'd be interested in participating. They needed one more band to fill out the bracket for a Battle of the Bands that Cat Country was hosting, and we were like, I asked the guys, and they're like, well, you know,
why not?
let's go for it, because if not, then we're already dying out anyway. And it was a complete revival because we ended up winning the whole competition and earned the right to open up at a stadium show for Big and Rich, Frankie Ballard, and Joni Messina.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
The
Incredible.
national acts.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't name you more than one song from all 3, but it was a fantastic day, and it was just cool. And I credit me not getting nervous there because there was a lot of people, but I couldn't see a single one of them. So I was just it was like right here. I was just closing my eyes and playing, you know. So yeah, that was our first, probably our biggest show to date.
Wow.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So we actually have a friend of yours, or a really big fan, who keeps commenting on our YouTube channel. His
This
name
is so cool.
Freak.
This is my favorite part of being able
Freak.
to do the shows is like people can interact
He
and tell
would.
us what
He
they
really,
think.
really wants you to play Vampire for him. And where he's from Holland. So he's been staying up. He stayed up really late.
He's a bit of a vampire.
Yeah, and I mean it's like 3 a.m. over there right now, and he would love to hear you play
I don't
Vampire
think you have the
for
rights
him.
to it. It's a cover.
Oh, it's a
Ah.
cover.
Sorry, Freak.
Oh.
Man.
Well,
Man,
shout out.
I did not
Thanks
know
for
it was
watching.
a cover.
For real.
Unfortunately, he cannot play it.
Yeah, I gotta stick to my own songs.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You'll have to come to our
See,
event
now,
that
I
we
didn't-
have him
Well,
play some
comment in
secret
the
shows
who,
on.
I will.
Who does Vampire? I mean,
It's a Jason Isbell song.
oh, I don't know who that is.
It's one of the most beautiful songs ever written, in my humble opinion.
No, I
I'm
want
gonna
hear
have
it.
to look him up and find out because
It's
I
just
have
a-
no idea who it
it's
is.
it's a love song, but one like you never heard. It's like about how we're both going to die and one's going to be left without the other. So that's why we choose to love while we're alive.
Oh,
That's
so like
why
a
I
vampire.
appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I won't.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
do
all
you
I'll
have
say
do you have
about
a
that.
song that's like slightly like that you can play for him? Or a song that he likes you want to let?
I have a Backroad song that we just released last Friday that's called "Hiding from the Sun," and I don't know what else
Okay.
hides from the sun other
Let's
than
I
do
would
it.
love
That
to hear
sounds
that.
vampiric to me.
All right, sweet. I was hoping I'd get to play this one. Am I good
All
to
right.
go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it. I'm gonna apologize to him.
Don't apologize.
Shout out to
him.
Frank. It's Frake, like Drake.
Frake. This
Frake.
one's for you, Frake. 13 Folds live on lemonadio.com. Jesse Desorcy.
This one's hiding from the sun. Now I'm hurting so in bed, thinking about the time we had. And now I'm hiding from the sun because the sun likes to shine and pull the moon behind the clouds so it's not too bright out tonight. that's just how I feel. And I know I can take it if I have to, but you only have one go. And I know that I'm not alone. And now I'm hurting. Now I'm hurting. And now I'm hurting. Now I'm hurting. Now I'm hurting. Now I'm
I love that.
That was beautiful,
so
man.
Thank you so much. That's yeah, like I said, just released. It's the second single off our new album with Back Rhodes, and I should probably say Rhodes spelled like Rhode Island because we're from here. So if you search us and it's just like a road, you got the wrong guys.
So, how about this? Want to play another 2 songs off the new album, and then we can talk about what you guys got coming up on with this album, and you
Yeah.
know, let's.
I mean, we
let's
kind of already
explore-
did that, but we're going to do it
We can
again.
talk
Yeah,
about
let's
anything.
explore the future of what you guys got coming up, because
Yeah.
I feel the need
I-
for a release party.
I
man.
feel like we need
Oh,
to go
yeah.
see them.
I do too.
I think we need to make a trip out to 165
far west.
outside of Exeter on
Rhode Island.
165 to the
Way up
Tamarack
yonder?
Lodge,
I don't know.
where my high rides used to be when I actually smoked pot.
You never smoked pot.
I
You
did,
just
I
want to be
swear to
cool.
God, I did.
So what's the next song you got? Play one of the other ones that you got, but set it up. Give us one with a good story behind it.
A good story.
Oh, I love stories.
I mean, I don't know how good the story would be. I'm trying to think.
But it's a good song.
Well, I'll tell you what I know about this song. How about that?
All right.
I actually, we have a live version of this one already out on our streaming platforms. This one's called 26 Strings. The name comes from the amount of strings we have in our 6-piece band. And the drummer also gets a shout out in the verse that I mentioned the band in because I felt bad. He doesn't have any strings. But yeah, this one's it's a song just about things you're passionate about. In the chorus I refer to a fire burning in my soul because we all have things like that in our life, like hobbies or something you just love, and your 9 to 5 would absolutely destroy you if you didn't have these things in your life.
Like stripping.
Yep, that could be it. So yeah, this one, it's called 26 Strings. It's about passion, I guess. We'll say that. And this one will be on the new album. Nights on Buck Hill Road, and time we spent laughing with bourbon and coke, and firelight to keep free from the cold, and no way of telling how far this could go. We were howling at the moon, we were screaming with the stars like a pack of wolves, but we called it friendship. And I ain't driving home. If I do, I'll regret it. And who says this night has to end? There's a fire that's burning deep down in my soul, and it keeps me warm when this world gets so cold. Till the morning time, I'll be fine in a warm bed of coals. There's a fire that's burning deep down in my soul. 6 strings to get my fix. I think altogether we have 26, and those drum shells on the floor. A group's worth of passion going through the soundboard. We were howling at the moon, we were screaming with the stars like a pack of wolves, but we called it friendship. And I am who I am, and I will never change. The music in my soul is like fuel in my veins. There's a fire that's burning deep down in my soul, and it keeps me warm when this world gets so cold. But the morning time, I'll be fine in a warm bed of coals. There's a fire that's burning deep down in my soul. In my soul. In my soul. Cause we were howling at the moon, we were screaming with the stars like a pack of wolves, but we called it friendship. Woo!
Yeah,
Hey.
let's do one more, man, and then we're gonna listen to some sponsor advertising.
Sweet. I love those.
Advertisements.
We have to get you up there to write jingles for our next round of
Yes, please.
production.
Because, we need some new jingles for our advertisements.
I will. I've always wanted to do a jingle,
Ooh.
so I'll just do one, and it'll be for you guys. Then I'll focus back on writing songs. All right. This one actually, it's unreleased, but look forward to the new album. Then you know what I mean. I think the new album is going to be called Something Golden. First song I played on my EP is also going to be with the band because it's 2 totally different versions, and it's so cool. So this song is called Being Alone. These northeast winters left me cold like a stone, and I'm starting to get used to being alone. I've convinced myself I don't need nobody else since you've been gone. But after a few too many of these old heartbeats, heavy nights of trouble with moving on. You said time, so that you needed little space, then you come back home. Now it's getting pretty clear you don't want to be here, so just let me go. 'Cause I'm getting pretty good at being alone. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Good at being alone. Well, I'm sick of the lies, and I'm sick of pretending. When they ask just where you've been, now try to make it on my own, but then I hear your favorite song in my heart called my blood. You know this isn't what I want, it just might shatter my heart, but enough is enough. You said time, so that you needed little space, then you come back home. Now it's getting pretty clear you don't want to be here, so just let me go. Because I'm getting pretty good at being alone. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Good at being alone. And the hardest part is just not knowing. So say the word, I'll get going. You said time, so that you needed little space. Come back home. Now it's getting pretty clear you don't want to be here, so just let me go. Because I'm getting pretty good at being alone. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at being alone. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Good at being alone. Being alone. I'm good at being alone.
Word from our sponsors. The 13 Folds live on lemonadio.com. And I hope everybody's still sticking around and stayed with us through all this, because the music has been phenomenal from our guest, Jesse Desorcy. And so, Jesse, you were saying you got some new stuff that you've just been working on that you're going to play for us for the last segment when we get back to music again, right?
Oh yeah, new songs for Rhodes for our release that should be out sometime this summer.
So by summer, as we have revealed, we will be allowed to dance and sing in certain states. So you guys got to do a release party, man.
Well, I'm sure we will. We got to find the right venue. Maybe you guys can help me with that.
You talk to. We'll talk after the show.
I think I know somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who.
I think you might be somebody. No, I'm just kidding. The new CD. It's not done yet, first and foremost, but we're recording it with shout out to Chris Paquette.
And where's he out of?
He has a studio in North Kingstown.
All right.
He is phenomenal at what he does. He's an excellent musician overall, and working with him is a joy because, like, you know, he takes the role as producer, but he really respects me and the rest of the band on. You know, we're good at talking it out. It's not like we're getting bullied into doing anything.
That's not supposed to be, though. You know.
I just want to live in his studio. So, Chris, if you're listening, how much?
So is there a name for his production company? Or
yes, it's No Boundaries Studio.
No Boundaries Studio.
Yeah, you can look that up online. I would recommend him to anyone. He mostly does like hard rock, a lot of rock, but he does it all. So clearly we're a country band. So no, he's just phenomenal. So shout out to Chris Paquette at No Boundaries, and I'm hoping everybody is interested to hear what Rhodes is going to be putting together for you guys.
So now
I'm interested.
That first CD, you were saying you guys produced that at yourselves, right?
No, we worked at a studio up in Smithfield, Rhode Island.
Okay.
It was just, you know, we were so new to being a band back then. That was True Music Studios. Shout out to Nolan over there. For anyone in that area looking for a studio. He's a great guy. Still great to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So now look at the process you went through for that first CD, and you compare it to how things are being, how you're producing this new CD, and you know, kind of explain how you've grown as a band and just producing it, because it's a major part. Yeah, I don't think people realize you just being a group, whether it be rock group, country, or hip hop or whatever. It's that creative process. You don't just go out and get on stage and start singing. That's not how you make a CD. There's a lot of work that goes into the production. And like, how did you guys grow from that first one to the new one?
Well, honestly, it's probably 4 or 5 years in between. We've just grown as bandmates, as friends, as musicians in our own right. Like, you know, I was playing banjo on that first album, and I sucked. It was like a guitar player playing a banjo. Now I can pick a banjo a little better, you know. I can do what's best for the song. I think all 6 of us as a band have just grown, matured as musicians, and just songwriting. You know, it's not like I bring a song to them and then I'm like, this is how we're gonna do it. You do this, you do that. Everyone writes their parts, and there's a lot of like humility in the band. It's like, do you guys like what I'm doing here? And if not, feel free to tell me. I won't get offended. We're a band, you know? And that's what I love about being in a band, not being one of these, you know, national acts who doesn't even know the guys in his band's first name.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing,
shout
too,
out to them.
right? They bring like band members in that they've never even met before.
Yeah.
That just learned their music.
I dare some record company try and pry my brother from my band. He's with me for life. Sorry, Ed. Actually, no. He hopefully he likes that. But just overall working together. It's just honestly growing up, and I'm lucky to have been with these guys for about 9 years now, because how else are you going to get that experience with the same group?
You get to know the person. You know what they're going to play before they
They're
even play
family.
it.
Yeah, we don't
They're
it's
family.
Yeah, it's not just playing shows, not just recording. We also drink together.
which is very important.
And you get along
any
while
relationship.
drinking together. That's the best
Yeah,
part.
there's been no issues. It's they're all brothers to me, and one of them is actually.
Is blood. One of them is blood.
Yep.
So how did COVID affect the production process? Like, were you guys able to get together a lot?
At first, as everyone did, no one knew what the hell was happening in the world. So we took some time off, and then eventually, as people were starting to feel more comfortable, we tried to keep our social circles small, so we were able to practice.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got their jobs, different things going on. I'm trying to do music full time, so I don't know what a job is.
Well, that's the whole thing too. When you're trying to, put something like this together, you got to remember that while COVID, you still have your normal lives to get through, and then come together as a whole to put your music together and try to live record and and all of that.
So like a lot of bands, we were lucky enough to start playing, some outdoor gigs last summer.
Yeah.
And then that kind of got us seeing each other again. And then I spent some time in City of Angels. So
Good old LA.
We took that time off. But other than that, we try to, every Tuesday we've been getting together. If you add all the Tuesdays, we've probably gotten together for band practice over a year.
Well, that's
So are you
awesome.
missing band practice tonight?
We had it last night for this.
Well, thank you guys. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Shout out to Back Rhodes for being cool.
So one more time though, because we're running out of time, and I still want you to be able to play those other songs we were talking about.
That's the first time we've ever had to say that.
What? That we're
Time
running out of
flies when
time.
you're
Yeah.
Well, I want you to play the songs.
We're actually running out of time, and we need to hear these songs.
So
I could just do one.
we want to hear them all,
no,
man.
no.
It's about you tonight, brother. Just one last time, let everybody know where to find you and Back Road Band, which I can remember actually, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let him do it.
But
Heck yeah.
what's he doing?
I'm going to plug my pluggables.
He's going to plug his pluggables.
Oh, so you're going to... Okay. Give it to us.
So for anyone who's looking to hear my solo EP, you can find it at Jesse Desorcy. Desorcy is how you spell my name. And all my Instagram, Facebook Jesse Desorcy Music. Instagram's at Jesse Desorcy. I made a TikTok this year. I never thought I'd see that.
Oh my goodness, TikToks.
Yeah.
TikToks are crazy.
I love it, honestly. At Jesse Desorcy on TikTok. On everything. I made a Twitter this year too because.
So what do? You post yourself doing the dances, right, on TikTok?
Yeah, I just did the whatever one.
Tide
you just
Pod
shake your butt
challenge.
Back and forth.
Did you really?
It's just videos of me singing cover music and my own. But yeah, I've been putting out a lot of material, trying to recording some music videos for some of these songs on my album, and that's about it for me with my band Back Rhodes. Facebook, Instagram. Actually, Facebook's Back Rhodes. Rhodes spelled like Rhode Island, 2 words. And then Instagram is Back Rhodes Band, and then website is backroadsband.com. And yeah, you keep updated with everything we do. I'm shouting out that Country Fest at Tamarack Lodge again. That's May 29th. Go get tickets because that's going to be a fun day. And I'm only just one of the bands playing one of the sets, so we can have beers together otherwise.
Afterwards, yeah.
I really like the Tamarack Lodge. Like I said, I had my second wedding there.
I've never been, but I'm going to like it because it sounds like the perfect day.
They have like other
also,
things
I want to
around
shout out, it's way out in the future, but August 14th, there's this festival that happens in Foster, Rhode Island called Flood Fest.
Ah, yes.
Foster, Gloucester.
Yep.
Mm.
And
Heard of
If
Flood
it
Fest.
snows, you're
It's not
screwed.
too far away. That's gonna sneak up on us.
August 14th, and that's also my 30th birthday. So come celebrate my birthday with me. My band's playing, and a lot of good bands. Actually, the headliner.
Say that again. Where's that again?
It's at Little Rhodey Vasa Park in Foster, Rhode Island. But you can look up Floodfest on, I would say, Facebook events.
Oh, we have some friends that are playing at Floodfest also. I gotta look that up, but we have some.
Who's
some
that?
I
Slurp?
always have Fred
Slurp.
Slurp.
Is that the
Slurp,
headliner?
Slurp, Slurp is
Actually,
playing.
the headliner this year,
headlining.
I had a hand in. A buddy of mine runs it, and he asked if I had any suggestions. And this band from South Shore up by Boston, Marshfield area. Six Fox Whiskey, one word, all spelled out. Amazing, like jam, just every single one. Yeah, cool story. I mean, the singer was living in Alaska, like as part of a fly fishing tour out of helicopters. Like that was lucky enough to call them friends.
So Greg, who's on our show next week, Greg Sherrard and
Yes.
Get Down, they're playing at Floodfest also.
Awesome.
I want you to at least get two of them out,
Okay.
man. Because you were
We got
you were
10
talking
minutes.
up those
10
two
minutes.
songs.
Yeah, just up the
I
BPM
want
or
to.
something. No,
I
I'm
want to hear those. I want to hear the two new ones. I want everybody to hear it here first.
All right.
On 13
our show.
Folds Live.
Well, pressure and time. I mean, time and pressure makes diamonds.
Just
so-
play the two songs.
All right. This is an unreleased song. It's called Beyond Repair. This one goes out to my brother, Eddie. I ain't fan, damn well knowing it ain't gonna fix itself. It ain't what I need. I guess it's time to leave. And all of these red flags are starting to take up too much space. And the ghost inside, so trust me when I say I'll be free, yeah, so free. Let the wind take care of me. Feathers spinning and winning, just caught in the breeze. I'm far away, make me a bird and I'll be okay. 'Cause I'd rather be dust in the wind than have to fix this fan again. Splitting up is tough, but I've had enough. Yeah, we've had it rough. By the love that's in your face, till you agree, you know it ain't just me. And all these red flags are starting to take up too much space. And the ghost inside this house is telling me to get away. There ain't no reason, ain't no rhyme, trying to fix the things this time. So I will be okay. I'll be free, yes I'm free. Let the wind take care of me. Feathers spinning and winning, just caught in dust in the wind. So free, let the wind take care in the breeze. I'll go far, far away. Me a bird and I'll be okay. 'Cause I'd rather be dust in the wind. I'll be free, yes so free. Let the wind take care of me. Feathers spinning and winning, just caught in the breeze. I'll go far, far away. Make me a bird and I'll be okay. It's this man, I'd rather be dust in the wind. Yeah, I'd rather be dust in the wind than try to fix this fan again. Heck yeah. So you want me to go right in that other one? All right, so that one's brandy new. I finished the lyrics last night, that one I just played. So for all those people with iPads. Just kidding. All right, and this last one's called We Don't Have to Be Lonely. This is more of a mainstream back roads. You're gonna get it all with this album. All right. Just another judgment told me when 4 months, 3 pretty damn sure that I ain't going home alone tonight. I said, remember when you told me that we'd never be together again? Well, don't worry, honey, I'm falling in love. But for tonight, can't we just play pretend? The sun came up and the truth set in. We both know that this should never happen again. You try to blame me, well honey I'm shocked, cause we both know that bar was my spot. I'll bring you back to the bar, you get out of the car, we can head set different directions or stay right where we are. So what do you say, we go back in, get a little crazy, maybe do this again tonight. We don't gotta be lonely, ain't looking for a fight, just a little bit of fun. And you were right, it was never gonna work out anyway. Tonight, we don't have to be lonely. We can call it what it is, because I know what it ain't. Been feeling low down and reckless, but tonight feels great. Tonight, we don't have to be lonely. Ain't looking for a fight, just a little bit of fun. Tonight, we don't have to be lonely. Ain't looking for a fight, just a little bit of fun. And you were right, it was never gonna work out anyway. But tonight, we don't have to be lonely. No, tonight, we don't have to be lonely. No, tonight, we don't have to be lonely. Oh, no. No, we don't gotta be lonely. No, we don't have to be lonely. We don't have to be lonely. Woo! Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Jesse, for joining us and performing live.
Anytime. It felt so good to play originals, you know?
So, guys, we're out of time. Be sure to check out Backroads on the internet at backroadsband.com. Look up Jesse Desorcy on Facebook, or it's Jesse Desorcy Music.
That's my music page, yeah.
And social media. Go get all of their music. Download all of it. All right? Jesse's, the band's, all their albums, the first album, the new album, which you can pre-order it.
Yep.
If you can't download it, pre-order it. All right. And then once again, want to thank all our sponsors, Solar Therapeutics, Kind Card, Wonderland Smoke Shop, and a special shout out to our friends at Northeast Alternatives, the most award-winning dispensary in Massachusetts. Did you know that?
I think I heard it once or twice.
You know, I didn't, so.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
And a special shout out to Gregory of the Parlour for letting us doing these here now.
This is the spot that we wanted to.
Such a blessing.
This is exactly how we envisioned this happening when we were all talking about it. And Gregory's a great staple in this community.
He's an awesome host.
We appreciate and he's doing it all. He's doing his sound for us
going
tonight.
on.
This guy's got it going. So thank you for your hard work and dedication, Sir Gregory. I just knighted him, by the way.
It's
official.
It's official.
It's official. He's a knight now.
Sir Gregory.
Sir Gregory.
I
want to hear everyone call him
Sir
Sir
Gregory of the Parlour.
Sounds right.
Of Providence.
We will see all of you guys next week here, live from the Parlour, with our special guest next week is going to be Greg Sherrod
of the Get Down.
The Get Down? Is
Heck
that
yeah.
it?
Yeah, Greg Sherrod from the Get Down. He's my vocal coach, you know.
I didn't know that.
He is.
Oh, so you guys are going to ham it up, huh?
We are going to ham
You should
it
get
right
up there
up.
and sing with them next week.
No, thank you.
Yes, I vote yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we're out of time, and out of town. So, until next week, smoke them if you got them. You're listening to 13 Folds Radio on lemonadio.com. Stick around because there is more 13 Folds Radio, just music coming up. You know,
Another hour
Stick
of
around.
music.
On lemonadio.com.
On lemonadio.com.
yes. So, that's it. I'm Dave Death, and I am out of here. Peace.
Peace out.